Hi everybody, my name is Bishwajit. Today we are going to learn about a basic program which we obviously do in any programming language, and that is called printing hello world through Terraform. Now, to understand how to print hello world in Terraform, we need to know few basics here. So the first thing would be how to install Terraform into my system. What are the bare minimum things I need to know about Terraform? How to execute Terraform, right? So let us first see how to install Terraform. So I have opened this page. I will be sharing this link on the video also. So this is the download page for Terraform CLI installer. Now there are many operating systems being available here, right? So we can follow along and install the Terraform binary. Now to save some time, I have already installed Terraform in my own system. So let me show you here. So if I type Terraform, I can see the commands are being visible here. That means Terraform is installed in my system, right? Now the next thing comes here is what are the bare minimum things I should be knowing about Terraform. Now Terraform is majorly concentrated around arguments and blocks. Okay. Now when I say arguments, like for example here in this example you can see there is a thing called name and its value is root device type, right? So in Terraform code, whenever we see a equal sign, right, the left hand of the equal sign is the argument name and the right hand of the equal sign is the argument value. Majorly we can also say as expression. Now here in the system, here in this thing, we can see it's a simple expression. There may be complex expressions too, right? So it depends on the arguments. Again, Terraform has one more thing called block. Now again, block is nothing but it's a container holding for the other contents. A block can have multiple labels. Even a block can also have no label, right? So for example here, this is a data source, right? Which has a AWS AMI and a label of AMZ Linux. So we will cover this data source in a great detail in future series, right? But for now, in a short one-liner, I can say this is majorly nothing doing. It is majorly, fetching the latest AMI of the owner called Amazon, right? For a particular region probably, and that's it. Okay. Now, when I say data source, so data source is also a type of the block. Now maybe a question comes around our mind like, okay, data source is one of the type of the block. What are the other block types, So for that, we have put here a list of what are the block types we are having in Terraform, right? Majorly around. So we have majorly four block types. One is resources, input variables, output variables, and data sources, right? So majorly these are the four block types which are being used in Terraform, right? Now we have covered installation of the Terraform bare minimum things we need to know. Now we need to know about how to execute Terraform, right? So here we can see in the Terraform execution, it has majorly four steps, right? Terraform init, validate, plan, and apply. Init is for initialization of the code. Now, maybe we are using some modules, some third-party modules, or some backend configurations, right? So, for that reason, Terraform should download suitable modules to run the code, right? That's what the init purpose is. Validate helps us in validating the configuration which we are having in the code. Terraform plan helps us in giving a near to a kind of a simulation, you can say, or you can say a dry run kind of thing, where we can see like, okay, what is going to come across if we are applying this code. And apply is the final step where it does actually deploys into the respective environment and see how it actually looks like. And the final thing comes around is Terraform destroy. Say for example, this is not the intended thing which I am going to bring up, or okay, I have a environment needs to be down now. Fine. Let us Terraform destroy if we have coded properly in the Terraform plan section, right? So now that's about the theory, and also we need to cover one more thing which is called Terraform comments, right? Now, Terraform also has three types of comments. One is called this hash, which is a single line comment. We have two forward slashes also, which is also a single line comment. And the third is a multi-line comment, which is like a slash, a forward slash with a star, and on the paragraph you have a star following with the slash. That becomes a multi-line comment. Now let us understand now how we are going to execute the hello world program with the theory which we got. So I'm going to open my editor, and here this is a Golang editor. So I'm going to type about Terraform code in this hello world program. So let us type, first thing is Terraform, right? Now on this Terraform block, we have to write what is the Terraform version we are intended for here. So let us go here the Terraform version. So I'm going to use a tilde with a greater than sign, and say example, my version I'm expecting is greater than 1.2.3. Now this tilde has a special meaning. The tilde says it allows say 1.2.4 or 1.2.5, but it denies 1.3.3 or 1.3.5. The meaning here is the tilde says only that the third octet here in this scenario, third dot, right, it will only increment that, it will not increment the second one, right? Or you can say second octet, right? So the beauty here is we are no longer tied up with whatever the versions we are using. It will automatically initialize the module and the latest Terraform things, and it will help us in executing our code properly. Now we are going to print here hello world for this program. So we are going to use the output block types, right? So we are going to use output block types, and let us first give the label as first program. So now, as we said earlier, on the left hand side of the equals is the argument name, and on the right hand side of the equals is the argument value. So let us put hello world here. Now our program is done. Let us first do how it behaves actually. So I'm going to initialize this. Okay, my initialization complete. I'm going to validate if my configuration files is correct or not. Okay, my configuration files is correct. Let us plan for it, like how it looks like, kind of a dry run, right? Okay, the output says first program hello world. So yeah, kind of what I'm expecting is going to come here. Let us Terraform apply here. So it will ask for an input, a user input, right? Okay, I'm putting a yes. Wow. So now I can see in the output, I can get hello world, right? There is also one more way, which I will say not for the beginners, because when you're making a Terraform apply with an auto approve, it will not ask you for a value of yes or no, right? However, if you are confident with your thing as with the near days comes, right, you can always use auto approve. So now it doesn't ask for any yes or no, but I can see my output hello world. So today's discussion of hello world printing, we can see it is being completed. So that's it for today. We will see in the next video. Thank you.